What's up, guys? Today we're in Belgrade, Serbia for the ADCC Trials. It's the first big event of the year. I'm super pumped. Last time I took a bronze medal, so I'm hyped to defend my or improve my position. And all of the boys are here, the team. We have like close to 10 people fighting from mat 1. Let's go. right, let's talk trials. First of all, I think it's super, super cool to see how big of a team Mat1 and friends have established. We were there with like close to 15 competitors. I'm not 100% sure. But like we had 2 guys in the plus 99. We had 2 guys in the under 99. We had 1 in 88, 1 in 77, and 1 in 66 for the pro divisions. And then we had 4 guys fighting the intermediate divisions. So again, not all of these people are like Mat1, but all of these people prepared with us and are friends of the team and work with us very closely. And I think that's by far the most amount of people an Austrian team has ever brought to trials. And I think it's really cool. I think the collaboration that's happening in that gym is really special. And to be honest, if you're in the surrounding areas and you're not training with us, what are you doing? In terms of great performances in the pro divisions, first of all, David, who is probably my main training partner, all of you have seen him before, I think he won 2 fights by submission, and then he had an absolute war going to decision with one of the favorites. In my opinion, I think the decision could have gone the other way, but that's what it is. The other really great performance was by our head coach, Tony, who lost to Davis Azar, which is a really, really tough opponent, and had a really good performance there. Unfortunately, my performance didn't go as planned. I pulled the eventual silver medalist first round, and I got my guard passed twice. It's quite a frustrating experience, and it just shows me that I have a lot to work on. I am fighting on a high level, and I can consistently fight on a high level, but to actually get the wins against those like established big competitors, I have some work to do. Which is also why I'm kind of taking a bit of an off season to focus on actually doing the work, improving the technical aspects, because I think I keep losing in very similar fashions over and over again, and that needs to change, especially if I want to stay or become competitive on that very highest level, which is definitely the goal. For my 4 boys that fought in the intermediate division, the standout was definitely Efe. I'm super pumped about his performance. He managed to get the bronze medal in the intermediate division. We've been working for about 2 years, and I think it's very exciting to see the progress. I still think there's a lot of progress to be made, and we're going to keep working together for sure, but it's just good. Like, I think he's been consistently medaling at like the smaller local tournaments, and this is his first bigger, I guess, international event that he was able to have a good performance at, and that's super, super exciting. But yeah, overall, I think the trials was an absolute shit show. The level of organization is so disappointing. They've been running events for such a long time now. They know the problems. The problems aren't new problems. We haven't had warm-up mats at trials ever. We have like the issue with there is always a huge queuing issue for the weigh-in and the medical procedure. First of all, the medical procedure is kind of a joke in itself. They don't check anything. They just charge you money to give you a little slip that says, yeah, you're cleared by a doctor. But the queuing there, literally, I think somebody could have died this time. Like every competitor on the whole tournament was trying to storm the one doctor at the same time, and it could have ended really, really badly. Like, it was such a huge crowd balled up, and they know this issue. It was the same at the Warsaw trials in September. It was the same at the trials before that. They are aware of this issue, and they just don't seem to really want to change it, which I think is really upsetting. The warm-up area is a big issue, and then it just seems that like every trial they come up with a new way of like throwing the athletes off their game. And I think, like, for example, this time there were some people that had 48 hours after their weigh-in to recover, and then some people who only had like close to 12 hours after their weigh-in to recover. And that is just not consistent, it's not fair, and it's not what a high-level organization should be doing. We see the IBJJF, we see the AJP, we see all these other big organizations doing a really good job at organizing a well-run and well-structured event. Why can't ADCC? That is my takeaway from trials. I think it's really disappointing, and I really hope that they eventually manage to do better. For now, for me, it's
focusing on some skill development. I'll maybe do some smaller events here and there to just stay sharp. There is no big no-gi events over the next couple months. If there's any super fights or anything like this coming my way, I will take them. If there is, I might be doing some ocean trials potentially, stuff like that, smaller stuff. But I'm basically going to focus on building some strength and some skill until the summer. And then from the summer, I'm going to start competing again more aggressively. I just want to say thank you very much to everybody that supported. The support around trials has been tremendous, even though my own performance was really bad. I can feel the love, I can feel the support. I appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to what's next.